Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video we're going to talk about one of the smoothest dudes in the galaxy, Lando Calrissian, and we're going to run through all of the Lando figures that are in the vintage collection, so let's go check it out. Alrighty, I'd normally end my video with a shot like this, but I've decided to open it with this shot. So here are all the Lando Calrissians in the vintage collection in timeline order. So you see we've got the two younger Landos, the Donald Glover Landos from Solo, then we've got the iconic Bespin Lando, Billy D. Williams, and then we've got the two on the right are from Return of the Jedi. Happy 40th again, Return of the Jedi. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at these figures one by one, and we'll have a look at the card backs, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion about what's cool about these figures and what could be cooler. Alright, here we go, starting with Lando Calrissian from the Solo movie. What a fun movie that is. I really like that movie. It's really good fun. The camera is trying to pick up the card back as a face. It recognises that as a face. So let's have a quick look at the card back. He's obviously playing Sabak there. It's quite a dark image. There's not a lot of figures from Solo. I think there were 5 in total. You can see it goes back away. VC 139. Gosh, that was a many figures ago. I don't think that was one of the harder waves to find, I think. Anyway, let's have a look at the figure. So the figure's really cool, and I'm pretty sure these legs have been reused again. So he's got pretty good articulation. He can do the two-handed weapon grip or the thwig. The face sculpt is amazing, and if I move that out the way, bring him closer to the camera, he's got that raised eyebrow thing going on. I think one of the downsides of this figure is the plastic cape. Cape does come off, of course, and so does the scarf. Yeah, he's a very dynamic figure, a very cool figure, and really cool to have this in the collection from the Solo line. Okay, and second figure is also from the Solo movie, but you can see by the card back that it's actually a Battlefront 2 skin, Lando Calrissian, Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the outfit, of course, that he's wearing at the end of the movie. If you haven't seen it by now, that's when he loses the Millennium Falcon to Han Solo, or Han as he calls him. That is VC 238, part of the gaming greats, but you know, really we all know that that should be on a Solo card. I know that John Lindquist from Vintage Concepts loves this figure. Not to be confused with Lind Johnquist from Antique Ideations. Anyway, so this is exactly the same sculpt as the previous figure that I showed you. The main difference is on the head, his eyebrow raise is not as pronounced. He has the same scarf and everything, but he does have a soft goods cape, which is such a massive improvement. It looks nice. White pants. You either have to be a cricketer or somebody who's very confident to wear white pants. Yeah, but basically it's the same sculpt. I've just got a piece of Beskar in there that's, you know, pretending that he's holding Sabak cards, but there he is, Lando Calrissian. What did I say he was? VC 238, so it's a very cool figure, and it's nice to have that one in the line. Okay, next up we have VC 205. Just going to prove that. VC 205. That is Lando Calrissian, and this is of course the Bespin Lando that the community had been asking for a long time. I was one of those. Really loved Bespin Lando, and the previous versions of this were not very good. This is immaculate. I don't know about, I think his legs have been reused a few times for various figures. Comes with this wonderful soft goods cape, captures that blue perfectly, and the lovely gold lining of that. Face sculpt is absolutely outstanding, and it's a versatile figure. I've got another one of these without the cape, so you know, when they're escaping Bespin, and it is just brilliant. And the card back you can see is a replica of the original vintage figure, and it is just perfect in every single way. What is not perfect? Well, not as not perfect as you can still find them on the pegs, and that's Hasbro's fault. So they packed him 3 per case, 3 Landos per case. Even I've only bought 3. You can still pick them up for like 10 New Zealand dollars just about anywhere. I can walk into my local store and there's still like 6 of them hanging on the pegs, which is a real shame because it's an amazing figure. Absolutely amazing figure. Iconic character. Everybody should have one. Okay, next up we have Skiff Guard Lando. Surprise, surprise, it's Lando in disguise. And you can see there again a replica of the original vintage card back. Comes in almost that kind of double bubble thing with the helmet up there. You can even see, while it's in the packet, the camera's trying to pick that up as a face. The likeness is fantastic. It is VC 144, and this I believe was a Walmart exclusive, and these Walmart exclusives sometimes randomly come to New Zealand and sometimes don't. I was very fortunate enough to be in the US when these were in stock in Walmart, and I ordered this and a few other figures straight to the hotel. And I think I must have also ordered one from overseas from eBay. He hasn't actually come with this pistol, which is one interesting thing, so I've just put a spare in there. He has the holster but no pistol, so controversially didn't come with the pistol, but he's an amazing figure. He's a rework of a figure from another line which I can't even remember right now, which was a little bit too short, so they fixed his legs, gave him a sturdier weapon, and he is absolutely perfect for the skiff. So that is a fantastic figure if you have this one. I saw that Brett on Fet picked up one of these the other day to be loose, so yeah, really, really nice figure again. And last but not least, VC 47, General Lando Calrissian from Return of the Jedi. So I believe that image is from the vintage Keno. I think that General Lando is one of the last 17, is he not? So he's probably on a Power of the Force 2 card, I don't actually know. You can see VC 47, and you can see there on the back that this is one of the repacks of that. So let's just bring him in, have a look at him. So this one I'm holding in my hand is actually a 3.75 Black Series repack of the original Vintage Collection version. This is a reissue of that Vintage Collection VC 47. So he's been out 3 times already, this figure. It's really cool though, I like it, and you need it for your Home 1 display. The likeness is pretty good. The paint job is a bit different there because this is obviously bought in photo real. But again, it's quite obviously Billy D. Williams. And the biggest gripe with this figure is, look at the size of that clasp on his cape. That is enormous. There's almost like no reason why it needs to be. It's elasticated. You can take that off. You have him general. You can have him sitting in your Millennium Falcon cockpit. Comes with a pistol on his shoulder, holster. Yeah, he is a cool figure. Very, very cool. But just, yeah, he's been available 3 times. So another one that's really easy to get for some reason. I don't know why. But Lando always seems to be on pegs, which is a shame because he's such a cool character. And these figures are so good. So there we go, back to the lineup of Landos. A little bit of love for Lando. Please let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. I think for me it has to be the iconic Bespin Lando. I think that's a magnificent figure, and I think it is an absolute crying shame that he's still sitting on the pegs. In one sense it's a good thing because people can go on and pick him up, but on another hand it's a bad thing because it means that everybody who's picked him up have enough that they want, and he's not in huge demand. Well, actually more like oversupply. I think a close second is this Battlefront 2 Lando. I think he's really cool. The colours are really bright and magnificent. It's cool. And this one here, the Skiff Guard one, looks amazing on the skiff. So I don't know. I mean, the thing is, they're all really wonderful Lando figures, and there's only one missing for me, and that is the Lando Calrissian from Rise of Skywalker. If they ever get back to making some figures from the sequel trilogy, I'd love to pick some up, and he would absolutely have to be one of them. Anyway, thank you so much. If you've watched this video and got this far, I really appreciate it. I'm middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.